interrupting the flow of the matches we had in the Wimbledon semi-final.
McEnroe's having to cover an awful lot of court here. Jimmy Connors finding a beautiful volley there to drive him wide, and however McEnroe found a shot at all, I don't know. He was marvellously quick to it, but Connors was there.
Now 15.
Oh.
Well, I must say Jimmy Connors is producing some beautiful net play today, and look at the length of that first volley. And it was the length there, the depth, that enabled him to keep McEnroe back and produce that deft stop volley.
And superbly executed, John, you know. $15.30. One of the problems some players have, the sweating hand, slightly mistime the ball and the racket turns in your hand. $30 first set.
A little bit late, that call, it seemed to me. Ball had gone before we heard it. And umpire John Parry corrects it. Well, even if you don't like the manner of McEnroe's protest, certainly he's absolutely right. We don't want to see applause of that sort of situation.
30. McEnroe leads by 4 games to 3.
Well, Well, up to 30 all there. McEnroe hadn't put a first service in, but in that vital 7th game produces two of his best services.
3-4, first set.
Love. Oh. 15-30.
You paying attention? She's not. Are you?
I'm not quite sure which ball Connors thought might have been out then. I didn't see one that was close to the line then.
No.
$40. McEnroe leads by 5 games to 3.
So this time Connors, with 2 break points against him, not able to save the game as he did on his earlier game. So 5-3.
Love. Love.
It's the first ace of the match.
Love.
So 3 set points, McEnroe.
Looks as if he's broken a string in one of his rackets.
Game and first set for McEnroe. 10-4. Six games to 3.
A beautiful ace there to take this opening set after just 39.5 minutes. 6. John Connors, Jimmy's brother, who's over here supporting him this year in the absence of Jimmy's wife Patty. Second set, Connors.
love. All. 15-30.
A few unforced errors beginning to creep into the game of Connors now.
All.
30 all. First game, second set. McEnroe under quite severe pressure there, bringing off a lovely low trajectory pass.
Absolutely marvellous racket control here from McEnroe. He flicks almost at that ball. Very strong wrist he has to do that shot. Break point.
Yes.
Game to McEnroe. First game.
So a very important break of service there in the opening game of the second set, McEnroe having won.
He's going to have to find something to counteract the talents of John McEnroe.
Quiet, please.
So it's McEnroe to serve now. 1-love, second set.
Love. 30 love. Thirty 15. 30 all.
couple of rather gift points there for Connors. I think it would please him more, of course, than to break back immediately here. That's tremendous serving.
Well, here again, that swinging left-handed serve to another left-hander, absolutely defeating Connors in its pace and accuracy. So,
sit down, please.
So McEnroe underlines that break of serve he achieved in the opening game. And Connors now has really got to find a little bit of inspiration to get right into the match.
Love. Love.
Connors not missing a chance in that rally to take every ball, not only at the top of the bounce, before it ever got there.
McEnroe leads by 2-1.
Strangely listless game there from John McEnroe.
Himself a bit of a breather there, isn't he?
He still has the break, of course, as he serves now at 2-1, second set.
Love.
Well, there was another case in point of the improvisation which Connors has to face. He went in behind a very deep ball to the forehand, entitled to think he was going to get something of a defensive reply, but McEnroe just flicked at the ball and found that acute angle.
30, love.
And Connors very, very quick indeed to get onto that half-court ball, which was bouncing higher than the waist. I think he took McEnroe slightly by surprise there.
Well, of course, this is what he should have done on the previous point. He had a lob, not perhaps quite as short as that, but certainly a short one, and he failed to dispatch it and gave Connors a second chance. He wasn't about to do it again. 40-15.
Going to McEnroe. McEnroe leads by 3-1.
We're getting some glimpses now, too, of the incredible speed about the court of McEnroe. Not exactly a graceful mover, but a marvellously quick mover. So quick off the mark.
Can you sit down, please?
Connors serving 1-3 in the second set.
Love 15. Love 30.
Fairly comfortable smash, resulting from the most perfect length that McEnroe played there, the approach shot, just inside the line.
Love 40.
1-3, love 40.
$15, 40.
Well, Connors' aggression paying off at last. Not a bad lob either. But look how he leaps off the ground for that one. Perfect demonstration of the smash.
Going to McEnroe. McEnroe leads by 5 games to 1.
Certainly no evidence of heaviness in the legs when Connors went up for that smash just a moment ago. That was rather an awkward forehand return and he knocked out. So it's 1-5.
Love. Love.
Forehand getting rather vulnerable. Well played. Well, McEnroe peppering the Connors forehand there, but the Connors forehand standing up extremely well in that rally.
Well, Mark Cox, when these two played in the early parts of their career,
I think he has to wait a little bit longer if he's going to stand any chance of getting back into this match. Be a little bit more patient.
Quiet, please.
So McEnroe now serving for the second set, 5-2.
First service.
Oh, that's a beautiful winner.
well, there was certainly a degree of patience there about Jimmy Connors, and how wonderfully well he controlled that rally, keeping an immaculate length again and finding that beautiful winner, leaving his opponent stranded. Love 15.
Connors missed a chance there, I think. A bit of a surprise that McEnroe came in behind his second service then.
There's a lot of noise coming from the restaurant area as the luncheons are enjoyed.
That's a beautiful ace.
40-15.
Fourth ace of the match. Well, I think that was as clear an ace as I've seen. Connors obviously doesn't think so, but it's a heavily sliced serve, which he really hadn't anticipated, I think. It's 40-15. Set point.
Game and second set to McEnroe. Six games to 2.
So that's the score in this final after an hour and 11 minutes. And Connors, whose basic game, as you've heard,
Please,
is
ladies
one
and
of
gentlemen.
controlled power, really.
Can you sit down?
He really has got to find some way now of stopping the rot here.
Third set. Connors to serve.
Well played.
Love.
Connors in absolutely rampant mode here, raking the corners with drives and at last leaping across for the winning volley.
Love. Love.
Pity.
40-15.
Standing at 40 love, Connors there looked as though he really was set up for a backhand down the line, but just at the last moment seemed to funk the issue.
First game, third set.
Well, you may have seen in the middle of that rally, there was a ball to the baseline under our...
15 love.
Well, McEnroe thinks it's an ace, but not Connors.
Jimmy Connors clearly astonished.
Doesn't do you any good to look. You won't make it anyway.
Point stands.
What you're doing down there, don't give us a fake job.
So that's the fifth ace. Third love.
Don't do that. You're making an ass of it.
40 love.
That certainly was a chance for Connors. For men of this class, one of the easiest strokes in the game, really. They smash off the bouncing log.
$40.15. Please. 40-30. Warning, Mr. McEnroe, misconduct.
There are two types of penalty, of course, one for time delay and one for misconduct, and they run parallel. They don't pile up one on the other. So that's one warning for misconduct to McEnroe.
Scores 40-30.
Juice.
Hitting the ball in the backstop? What was offensive about that? Excuse me? What did I abuse? I hit it, what did I do wrong? I hit it like this? I mean, what? Like that? Was that abusive ball? No, how do you know? Were you even watching? Excuse me? Why are you judging that, though? Well, you're doing a lousy job if you think that's abusive ball.
Well, Connors so often the bad boy staying out of it. There'll be a time delay in a moment. Jimmy Connors stealing the linesman's chair. Well, there'll be a time delay in a moment, surely. Score is deuce, of course. The game hasn't ended.
Point, Mr. Connors, misconduct. Advantage Connors.
Well, now, John Perry has docked a point off McEnroe, given it to Connors.
Advantage Connors.
And I'm surprised that John Perry didn't invoke the time penalty warning, it would have been. And here is the Keith Johnston, the Grand Prix supervisor. The supervisor is what John McEnroe wants. He wants to involve the supervisor in this discussion. And the supervisor and the referee are having a discussion now. Referee Colin Hess there.
Quiet, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Keith Johnston just going across to have a word with Colin Hess. To have a word with umpire John Perry. Well, the rule is quite clear. If, in the umpire's opinion, misconduct has occurred, if, in the opinion of the umpire, misconduct has occurred, the first thing he gives is a warning. And I imagine that the second offence, which was the reason for him giving the point to Connors, was the argument and discussion that McEnroe engaged in following the warning. Of course, Jimmy Connors can't resist the chance to play this up. Sitting beside Butch Buchholz, who is the executive director of ATP, the Association of Tennis Professionals. One of the great pros of the 60s himself. And really, this is quite ridiculous to allow a match to develop into something of a farce.
Please play on, Mr. Connors.
And John Perry now asking Connors to play on.
John, I think it's worth mentioning supervisor, of course, is an American who took duty at the American Open Championships.
Quiet, please. Quiet, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, Colin Hess, I must say, has a great relationship with these players.
Misconduct. Score is advantage Connors.
John Perry explaining now the position to Connors, who I'm quite sure knew it anyway. But he's played it up for all he was worth, which is one of the ridiculous things about the way we run our game at the moment. This is quite ridiculous. Well, this is how it all started. McEnroe at the back of the court at the end of the previous point, slamming the ball into the backstop. And really, that is the way that a lot of players like to get rid of pent-up energy. The score now is advantage Connors.
Connors leads by 2 games to love.
And after all that hoo-ha, Connors gets his first break of service.
Quiet, please.
I'm afraid the crowd now beginning to take sides quite vociferously.
Love.
And a tremendous get there by Connors. Eventually finishing that rally, actually, having to jump over the slight barrier at the back of the court.
And this is the shot that was called out, and McEnroe believed it was in.
Play on, please. Quiet, please, ladies and gentlemen. Quiet, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Unfortunately, there's no way of penalising the crowd a penalty point.
You don't shut up and let us play, be all right, you know. You don't want to do that.
Well, he's right, of course, and this is an element that's creeping into the game that I think we'll have to think seriously about.
Yes.
Well, of course,
love.
Jimmy Connors now has had a new lease of life following that stoppage, and he takes full advantage of a slightly short approach to rifle that passing shot through the gap. 30 love.
30-15.
Connors rather thinking that was out. (30-15).
(30). Juice.
Connors had a chance there. McEnroe perhaps didn't get the length he was after.
Advantage, Connors.
Come on, Jimmy!
Quiet, please.
those courtside microphones picking up everything you said.
Yes, well, that's a fact of life, I'm afraid, and I'm sure that occurs in every sport. But I think the interesting thing is here that Jimmy Connors was brought up with tennis in this atmosphere, with the prize-fighting style of play against Rod Laver and that in Caesar's Palace, and I think he really thrives in these circumstances.
So McEnroe serving, love 3, third set.
Love. 15-all.
And that really was a beautifully timed return of service. One feels if Connors could avoid making unforced errors here, he might reach a rich reward, because his opponent struck rather a rather rough patch of timing. Yes.
Well, he really gets underneath that falling ball, allows it to bounce just at the right height, and times the smash beautifully. Break point.
Yes.
Connors leads by 4 games to love.
4 games to love, 2 breaks of service.
Quiet, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Let Jimmy thank you after the match for letting him get back in the match, all right? Because you're hot this year.
Play on, please.
It's always nice to get back in the match with the umpires crap. I get another lecture every time I say seriously. Let's not talk, Jimmy, all right? You got the crowd on your side. You got everything else you want. Just go and
play on, please, gentlemen.
Well, really, it's a pity Connors has entered the scene here, I think. Certainly, Jimmy Connors milked that situation at the stoppage for all he was worth.
4-love. Connors leading, third set.
15 love. Love. One fault. All. Thirty, 40.
Incredible shot. That really was quite the most incredible forehand pass.
Connors leads by 4 games to 1.
Well, what a pity we're for.
15 love.
Well, there's Keith Johnston, who Jimmy Connors, rather John McEnroe, just had a quick word with during that changeover.
One fault. Overruled.
John Perry's overruled that ace.
Are you in a dream world up there?
No, he doesn't know it's been overruled.
Well, what's going on out here? Well, let's get something known over here. Let's just don't sit around.
Overruled. Second service. First service was a fault.
Well, although McEnroe and Connors may not have heard, we all heard that clearly.
Down, please. Quiet, please, left.
Here is the serve in question. And I think we shall see. Well, was that a fault or not? It looked on replay perilously close to that line or even on it, but John Perry has decided it was a fault. Second serve.
All. Thirty, 15. 14-15.
John Connors there, obviously delighted at the change of fortune for his brother.
That's game, mate.
Game to McEnroe. Connors leads by 4 games to 2.
I think John Parry just becoming a little bit confused by events there. Of course, it was a game.
Quiet, please.
Connors 4-2.
Low. Beg your pardon. Love 15.
No. John Parry really confused now. Of course, it is 15 love. Nothing sinister there, just a change of ranking. He broke a string. I wouldn't know it from...
Well,
What's the score, mate?
love 15.
No, 15 love. No.
Beg your pardon, the score is 15 low.
Yes, of course. Colin Hess there, the referee, being asked by Jimmy Connors, I'm sure, whether he will consider replacing the official.
15 low. Quiet, please.
That's a marvellous recovery.
Well, only a superb athlete would
15
have
all.
reached that ball, let alone hit a winner. That looked a winner all the way. Reminds me of a volley he made in the Wimbledon final in that epic tiebreak of the 4th set against Borg, the one he lost. Tiebreak he won, but the match he lost.
Believe it or not, that was a 29-stroke rally before Connors hit that forehand into the top of the tape. 15-30.
First set. All.
4-2, 30 all. Third set. Yes.
And of course he does play so well against the target, Jimmy Connors, and in a moment McEnroe's going to give him one, coming in behind an approach which really isn't good enough. It's not deep enough, you see. Gives him time to play the ball. 40-30.
Good service.
Connors leads by 5 games to 2.
Chocolate bar.
Officials are looking for any slight deviation from the normal course and will pounce. That, of course, is entirely his own fault. Well, the reputation he's built up for being rather ill-mannered and petulant.
Well, now it's 5-2 to Connors in this third set.
Love.
Connors a little unlucky there, but a half-volley lob against a man of McEnroe's class is a very dangerous shot, I must say. You really can't afford to make unforced errors like that at this stage, because McEnroe in a crisis is tremendously good.
Going to McEnroe. Connors leads by 5 games to 3.
So that very fierce and well-placed service gets McEnroe out of trouble there. So Connors now serving for the third set.
Love. There's a fault.
Well, apparently...
Overruled.
Apparently McEnroe doesn't think so.
15 all. 50-30.
Well, until that forehand error, Connors was really timing all the strokes in that really well. Really a very unexpected loose forehand that from McEnroe. (5-3), 30-all, third set. Little unlucky.
30-40.
That was a little unlucky for Connors there. Well, Connors wasn't letting a chance like that go past, that half-court ball that very nearly got up to shoulder height, really onto it like a demon.
Advantage, Connors.
So set point for Connors.
Quiet, please.
So 2-1 to McEnroe, and they've been playing for exactly 2 hours. That McEnroe serving. what a winner.
Love 15.
Now, that was a remarkable forehand winner. Snatched it back in time.
All. $30-15.
Yes. Well, that was a most lovely running forehand pass. Once again, it's one of the left-handers' good shots, the forehand on the run. Break point. Well, if ever a man knew he had a great chance, Connors did then. He really did.
McEnroe.
There's a tremendous service, accuracy as well as power.
First game, fourth set.
Well, in a sense, John McEnroe a little bit lucky to come out of that, because Connors did have that absolutely golden chance for the pass.
really remarkable stroke. So McEnroe leading 1-love in the fourth set by 2-1. Connors to serve.
Love. Love.
Throughout this Wembley tournament this week, Connors has been really devastating overhead. He missed 1 or 2 smashes off the bouncing lob, but I can't remember him missing one off a direct lob.
Love. Game to Connors. One game on.
Just while the players are waiting here, we once again have the Flowers and Plants Council who've decorated the Wembley Stadium in a magnificent fashion as they did last year. And there have been many complimentary comments about the decoration here. 1 game more then in the fourth set.
Love 15.
Coming back to the some of the glorious rallies we had in the earlier part of the match. Really lovely play by both men then.
Love 30.
Well, if Connors has been devastating overhead in this championship, so has McEnroe, and that came as a surprise that he couldn't get that one away. He was just about inside the service line.
Love 40.
So 3 break points to take a 2-1 lead for Connors.
$15, 40. Connors leads by 2 games to 1.
But Connors has the break. 2-1, 4th set.
Love 15.
Well, there was
15 all.
Connors at his rampant best, roaring into the net behind a really early hit approach and thundering away the volley. 15 all.
Fifteen 30.
No, it hit the girders above the court.
15 40.
Well, apart from giving himself 2 break points there, McEnroe, that really was a most terribly hard rally for Connors. That really is worth more than a point, I think. At this stage of the match, they've been on court for 2 hours and 18 minutes.
McEnroe. Two games all.
Well, McEnroe won the game to 15-40 game, but he didn't really win it by his own play. A succession of errors there by Connors. Connors will be very angry, having just broken the serve, to have lost his own immediately like that. 2-all, 4th set. It's 7th ace from McEnroe.
30-15.
What a pity that that really sharp, fine rally should finish with an error by just a couple of inches, the forehand approach of Connors. Very rarely will you see McEnroe left absolutely standing like that, as he was then. A most unexpected drop shot from the two-hander.
Oh, well played, Connors. Well, that really was an absolutely beautiful rally. And Connors, one has to watch closely here because he chooses now with the floating ball to come in and volley it, to give himself the extra half second and force McEnroe. If he'd waited to let it drop, there was a chance McEnroe might have picked up the pass. Back to deuce.
Advantage, McEnroe. McEnroe leads by 3 games to 2, fourth set, and by 2 sets to 1.
Having come to lead 3-2.
And so maybe it is a significant factor.
So it's 3-2 to McEnroe. Connors having lost that 2-1 lead he had with a break of serve. Serving with the new balls. And McEnroe way over the stop rating here, where yesterday his partner Peter Fleming picked up quite the most remarkable shot I've seen of the year from way back there, and he made a successful lob and they won the point finally.
30, love.
Well, Jimmy Connors again is ready to latch on to anything, and it was that first shot which really made the opening for the eventual pass. The pace and power of that first volley giving a weak reply.
Love.
Connors again timing the ball really well, seems to have regained the penetration of particularly of the flattish forehand.
Three games all.
Might have been a useful tactical move there when he was 40 love behind McEnroe to try the drop shot. Three games all. Fourth set, McEnroe leading by 2-1.
Scoreboard still hasn't recovered from its hiccup. Certainly that
15.
Was more than even McEnroe's quickness of eye and reflex could cope with. Beautiful reply to the feet. Love 15.
Serving exhibition.
Love 30. First service.
That was about as much of a let as
Love 40.
Well, it was a volleying error, but it was absolutely forced out of McEnroe by the sheer power and the low trajectory of the return of service.
Choose. 15-40.
Ninth ace for McEnroe.
I've never served like this.
He did 2 weeks ago in Tokyo.
Game to Connors. Connors leads by 4-3.
In the fourth set, with McEnroe leading by 2-1. And it's worth mentioning that Tokyo situation because it's totally relevant to what's happening here now. On that occasion, he played Bill Scanlon, an old foe, in the quarter-finals and had a rather acrimonious match, having lost to him a few weeks before in San Francisco. And he was very irritated, McEnroe, by the fact that Scanlon was deliberately trying to needle him. I saw the match, and in my opinion, Scanlon earlier in the set and lost it. Now he has another, 4-3.
Quiet, please. Love 15.
Connors perhaps just a little too hurried there. Needed rather more preparation than that. It's an unfortunate error, that.
Don't wait so long.
15 all.
Out.
40-15. Game to Collins. Connors leads by 5 games to 3.
Having come from 2-3 with a run of 3 games, including the break of service, of course.
Quiet, please.
So McEnroe serving to stay in the 4th set.
Love.
That, says McEnroe, is where the ball landed, that he actually played back and eventually won the rally, but he thought he'd won it earlier.
Have you ever seen a better example of smothering a half-court ball than that? Absolute winner from the word go as he ran up to it. 15-all.
30-15. Going to McEnroe. Connors leads by 5 games to 4.
John, I don't think there's any question of the volley being out. It was a very fine shot.
Almost a ludicrous state in the match. 1 love, and McEnroe had led 40 love in that game, and then went on to lose his serve, and the match changed at that stage.
Quiet, please.
So Connors, 5-4, full set, serving for the set.
Love.
Connors again waiting for the chance to come in on the right shot, which he does, and picks off that two-handed volley. Much more control, of course, when there's 2 hands, and earns himself a very easy kill into the open court.
And that, John, that winning volley was on the 23rd stroke of the rally.
Play on, please. Quiet, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Disturbing this tendency of the crowd to call out at the players. The ball didn't bounce at all.
What about when he moved when he hit that rope up there? How could you not see it? Are you watching? No, you didn't see it.
McEnroe believes that the ball hit the rope.
30 love.
Whatever happened, John, certainly that was the only really bad bounce of the whole meeting.
Well, we didn't notice it up here. But that certainly was an odd bounce.
30 love.
love.
3 set points to make it 2 sets all.
Absolutely beautiful lob here from Connors. He timed it perfectly with McEnroe moving forward, and he was dead from the moment the ball was struck. And what a marvellous way to level this match at 2 sets all, with positive play from Jimmy Connors, who now seems to be enjoying a new lease of life. Meanwhile, John McEnroe has gone to sit on his chair.
And 4th set to Connors, 6 games to 4.
And they've been on court now for 2 3/4 hours plus. And it remains to be seen which man
Quiet, please.
retains his composure best in what is likely to be a rather hurly-burly final set.
Quiet, please, ladies and gentlemen. Final set. McEnroe to serve. Love. 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 First game, final set.
Well, this is a very intriguing situation. Neither of these men has lost a match at Wembley.
Very much better. There were almost signs in the end of that 4th set that he was looking a little bit jaded and lethargic. But, of course, he's a man of tremendous hidden reserves, and I suspect it was all the mental turmoil that was going on that was making him just that little bit slower around the court. So it's Connors now to serve. Love 1, 5th set.
Love. One fault.
Why the hell are you calling that ball there? Why don't you call that?
Well, because
15, 30.
there are two men on the service line, and they call the one farthest from them. That's why the man on the right called when he was serving to the left court.
And that's his third double fault.
There's the other linesman calling the one nearest us now, the one farthest from him.
And the adrenaline certainly flowing in Connors now. That was a really fierce serve and perhaps a fiercer volley.
Quiet, please. Going to Connors. On game all.
Well, that's one of the most remarkable rallies I've ever seen.
And I wonder whether John McEnroe did hurt himself at the end of that rally. Certainly was holding his ankle afterwards. There was the drop shot, which Connors did so well to reach. Wasn't able to hit a winner off it, though, and he has now to play two key volleys. The first one he can't hit a winner off, but he guesses right next time, and he has to, because he was dead going the other way. John McEnroe here, I wonder whether he did hurt his ankle just then in attempting to turn and twist to push off for that.
Play on, please, Mr. McEnroe.
There it is. He's entitled to 30 seconds, of course, between the end
Play
of
on,
one
please,
point
Mr.
and
McEnroe.
the start of the next. And if he's hurt, he's absolutely right to take the full 30 seconds. One game all.
Love.
Love. very quick change of direction by McEnroe there. I didn't expect him to play back across the court. Connors certainly didn't.
Because he reacts so quickly, McEnroe.
40, love.
It takes a brilliant shot to get him beaten for pace, and he was onto that rocket-like return with relative ease.
Quiet, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, it hit her. I don't think she's hurt.
Quiet, please. $40-15.
Each man now served three double faults.
$40-30.
And those keen rugby followers who are waiting for Rugby Special, the news is that that programme will follow immediately on the conclusion of this match.
Quiet, please.
Yes,
Game to
miss.
McEnroe. McEnroe leads by 2-1, final set.
Good on that, too.
But there's little doubt where the sympathy of the crowd lies at the
Quiet,
moment.
please.
No breaks in the final set. Connors 1-2. Jimmy Connors really is a wholehearted player on every shot he plays. 101%er. Beautiful volley that time.
No, right.
Love. $30-15.
think it is really rather extraordinary after 3 hours and 3 minutes of play that they can play a rally of that speed. Apart from the power of hitting the ball, the actual speed was incredible.
Looked to be a very good shot.
30 all. Five, please.
Well, Connors believed that ball to have been long. It wasn't easy for him to see it. He had to turn round from close to the net.
We've been playing over 3 hours. You know, we're trying to pay attention. I know you're very tired. You've been doing a lot of running and everything. So just try to pay a little bit of attention.
Well, you see, Jimmy is asking John Parry indirectly to change that call, but he is as sure as we were that it was in. And just a little remark to that linesman. But it's 30 all.
Correction. Ball was good. First service.
Frankly, this is why, Dan, I think this is such a bad rule.
Well, John, there are a lot of rules that are bad that have been shown up, I think, today, don't you?
Yes, we've got to get the disciplinary procedure much tidier than it is now. I think this is a little bit of the actor in Connors coming out.
So it's a break point.
Juice. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please remain silent during the rallies?
Well, it's very hard to remain silent during the rally as much as we'd like the crowd to do so, but that was really one of the most exciting rallies you could ever see. Tremendous, tremendous play by both men.
Advantage, McEnroe.
Play.
Cheers.
That was a very brave follow-in behind the service there. If his service had been a bit short of length, it might well have been passed, but courageous play.
Well, part of the arena there being destroyed
Advantage, Connors.
by John McEnroe as he came to a shuddering stop.
Two games all.
Well, that was something of a psychological victory for Connors in that game. He had 2 break points against him, brought the score to 2-all, and we must remember that there is no tie-break in this final set. And on court now, 3 hours and 11 minutes.
Sit down, please, ladies and gentlemen. About 15.
Well, Jimmy Connors has certainly found some reserves of energy. He really is cracking the ball now.
All.
11th ace, McEnroe.
15-30.
O'Connor's still thinking there. He took a chance running round to get his two-hander down that line. Normally, of course, the forehand line. A little bit unlucky.
Oh, what a lovely volley. So it's Connor's turn now to take the net again and force with that beautiful punched volley, absolutely perfectly played, to earn himself a break point.
Juice.
Marvellous. Marvellous.
What do people talk in the middle of my serve every single time? They make a big deal because these lights went out. That's really important.
We have had one or two intrusions from the spectators, which is regrettable.
There's no disturbance, right? When they make noises because the thing went off, that's not a disturbance. Well, I just came to you. I missed the serve. It was in the middle of my serve. But it happened in the middle of my serve. What am I supposed to do? If I stopped, it would have been any point.
Quiet, please, ladies and gentlemen.
People started to talk because the lights went out on the scoreboard, and one or two people mentioned it, and McEnroe heard them in the middle of his service action on the first serve.
Advantage, McEnroe.
Well, to me, Dan, the laws are not being impartially administered, because that really was no worse than McEnroe's abuse of the ball into the stop netting, which caused all the trouble in the first place.
Oh, it's a glorious return.
Juice.
Well, of course, you do take the risk serving out wide. We say it so often, but it's so true, of having the ball hit down the line like that. Deuce.
Advantage, McEnroe.
Whatever the interruptions, the tennis is really supreme again.
Deuce.
Well, he will persist on serving to this forehand side, and Connors cleverly changed the direction that time, and I think McEnroe was a little bit caught by surprise there. Deuce for the third time.
Advantage, Connors.
How did McEnroe squeeze that in for a winner there? Unbelievable. Connors, rather. He picks up the half volley, he runs round his backhand, and here it is. And there wasn't really very much room there. That was a great point for Connors. And it is break point.
Game to Connors. Connors leads by 3 games to 2.
Well, now is that
The score. And McEnroe has moved into the advantage court, so he recognises that it's been a
15
point
love.
penalty administered.
15 love.
And Connors is being informed that it is 15 love on his serve, so a point penalty has been given. So Connors serving 3-2, and it's 15 love.
Love.
The only thing I can think of, McEnroe did hit the ball up into the roof at the end of the last game, and I think that's what must have been responsible.
Love. Quiet, please.
Well, I hope, Dan, that McEnroe isn't throwing this match now after all the fuss we've had. He certainly made no effort to play that last ball.
Well, if he does, John, it wouldn't be worthy at all, would it, of a Wimbledon and American champion?
Change the balls.
Connors has come from 1-2 in this final set with a run of 3 games to take this 4-2 lead.
Connors leads by 4 games to 2.
Seems to be carrying on a discussion now with people in the crowd.
Quiet, please, ladies and gentlemen. Quiet.
Two-four.
Love 15. Love 30. 15-30.
Yes. Well, Jimmy Connors now is so charged up that he's able to hit these passing shots with tremendous accuracy. Moving to the right place nice and early. Break point.
Connors leads by 5 games to 2.
What a moment, John, to serve your fourth double fault.
Terrific commotion going on now among the spectators, and John McEnroe hasn't even bothered to towel down. And I'm sorry to say that it does look as if he was not really in contention in that last game, Mark. I don't think he was trying very hard. He's won 19 matches here in a row, and at the 20th hurdle, it looks as if he might now fall by a knife administered on himself.
Yes, it's one of the few occasions, if this does happen, that John McEnroe will have lost from his own misdemeanors on the court, because normally it upsets his opponent to such an extent that he tends to improve from the situation. And as you can clearly hear from the applause, that most of the support is with Jimmy Connors, who really has put on a superb performance of guts and fight, which is characteristic of his entire style of play. And he's earned himself now the chance to serve for the match. 5-2.
Love. Love. Quiet, please. love.
So 3 match points for Jimmy Connors.
Quiet, please.
Three match points for Connors.
That's it.
So a tremendous win for Jimmy Connors, 3 sets to 2. A match that was full of good tennis, but the behaviour was appalling, and one can only imagine that the professional counsel and those responsible for the conduct of the game will now seriously sit down and really try and rescue this game from such as we've seen here today. So Jimmy Connors goes forward to receive the trophy from Stuart Cameron, the chairman of Benson and Hedges, and then Owen there, the tournament director on court, the most unexpected winner. Although seeded number 2, everyone gave this match really to his opponent. So a tremendous win for Jimmy Connors, who won the inaugural tournament here in 1976. And he takes the trophy and a cheque for £17,030. So the Wimbledon and American champion takes 2nd place here. And in spite of what has been an appalling display, really, of behaviour, he still gets a tremendous ovation from a section of the crowd. And the only other names on that trophy, apart from the 2 men in your picture, is that of Borg, who won in 1977.
And I wonder, Dan, whether what has happened on this unhappy court today will mean that John McEnroe will choose not to return to this country to defend his Wimbledon championship next year, and perhaps not even to come back for this tournament.